What's going on, Jags fans? So obviously last night was day one of the NFL draft, always one of my favorite times of the year. And for the first time since 1999, the Jaguars had two first-round picks, and the Jaguars stayed pat with all the rumors of the Jaguars maybe trading to number 3 or moving back to like where the Falcons are. The Jaguars stayed pat and got two guys that they wanted. And there was a lot of mixed feelings about this draft, and I completely understand why, because really with all the different needs that the Jaguars have, people want different things. There were people out there that were really wanting to go offense, whether it be like a left tackle or whether it be like a wide receiver like Jerry Jeudy. You know, there were people that were happy that the Jags stayed on defense and kind of got who they got. With me, the way I feel after the draft is I'm a little bit underwhelmed. And it's not due to any fault of the Jaguars. I'm just a little underwhelmed because I was really thinking that somebody was going to fall to us at number 9. And what I mean by that was, you know, I was really wanting like a Derek Brown or Isaiah Simmons. And, you know, it was looking good. The pick number 7, the Carolina Panthers were picking, and neither of them have been taken yet. The Carolina Panthers took Derek Brown. I said, okay, you know, I'm pretty certain that the Cardinals are going to go out and get a left tackle. But no, they wound up scooping Isaiah Simmons. So the Jaguars wound up going with a cornerback from Florida, CJ Henderson. And then later on, I was hoping that maybe CeeDee Lamb would fall to number 20, and then he wound up getting picked by the Falcons. So the Jaguars wound up getting Chase on, the defensive end outside linebacker out of LSU. And with me, like, I mean, if I was sitting here this morning, I thought there could have been, you know, imagine if I was sitting here right now and I told you guys that we got Derek Brown or Isaiah Simmons and we also got CeeDee Lamb. I would be, you know, I'd be pumped. But right now, you know, I got CJ Henderson and we got Chase on. And I understand the picks given the spot that we were at. And I understand why people are frustrated. But, you know, we got, you know, when it comes to cornerbacks in this draft, there are two top guys. There was Okudah, who was the kind of undisputed number 1, and there was CJ Henderson, who was kind of the undisputed number 2. And after that, there was a pretty big drop-off. And you saw teams reaching for cornerbacks, I thought, in this draft. I mean, the very next team, Atlanta Falcons, they were rumored to want to trade up to Jacksonville's spot to get AJ Terrell, the cornerback out of Clemson. And it's just, there's a bunch of opinions about who the third best guy is. So at the end of the day, the Jaguars at cornerback, they got a plug-and-play starter to be able to start day one. And then I'm feeling pretty good about our cornerback spot with Trey Herndon, you know, as the other cornerback, and then DJ Hayden over there at the nickel. So I thought maybe it was a little bit high for cornerback, but at the end of the day, it's that and defensive end are the two most prime positions on the defense. They're two cornerstone spots. And the Jaguars addressed those spots. They had huge needs at those spots, and they have been addressed. And I can understand a lot of Jags fans hate drafting Florida players in the first round just because they haven't worked out for the most part. You go back, Derek Harvey, Dante Fowler Jr., Reggie Nelson, Taven Bryan. I mean, obviously there's a history of Florida guys, you know, not doing well, but I mean, I don't see it that way. I mean, I don't think that CJ Henderson has anything to do with Derek Harvey, has anything to do with Reggie Nelson. They're completely different players from completely different backgrounds, just happen to go to the same university. But I can understand how people can be a little bit, you know, hesitant about taking Florida players, but you know, that's just my opinion on it. And then Chase on at number 20, I was really excited about this pick. He was a guy that, I mean, I was thinking that the Jaguars were going to draft Derek Brown at number 9, so I was kind of plugging, you know, whether it be cornerback, wide receiver, left tackle, whatever at that spot. But with the Jaguars getting cornerback and with Chase on being there at number 20, I'm extremely excited. I mean, this guy, you know, he was a guy that I mentioned in my live stream with Jason, a guy that I could have really seen the Jaguars getting at number 20. And I mean, this guy is just a really good pass rusher, and he can do a lot. He can play coverage. He can, he's okay at stopping the run. I mean, he proclaims that he is, but, you know, he's a little bit lighter. And the Jaguars say they're going to keep him up in a 2-point stance on the other side of Josh Allen. So that sounds like a 3-4 to me. They may not admit they're going to 3-4, but I mean, they're going to have a lot of 3-4 type of principles in this defense coming up. So, I mean, our two biggest needs on defense, really, with Yannick Ngakoue, probably not going to play for us this year. It was cornerback and defensive end, and the Jaguars addressed those two spots. So I'm pretty excited about it all. Now, tonight, the Jaguars have, it's day 2 of the NFL draft now. And day 2 has been Dave Caldwell's best day on the NFL draft. Some players that he's been able to grab have been guys like Al Robinson, Brandon Linder, Miles Jack, Yannick Ngakoue, Jawan Taylor, Ronnie Harrison. He has a good history in day 2 of the NFL draft. And, there's some good guys available, whether it be safety Grant Delpit, whether it be wide receiver Denzel Mims, the defensive tackle Blacklock. So, there's a lot of guys that the Jaguars could grab. And, at this point, there's still a lot of needs on this team that we can fill, man. So I'm really excited about it. I'll be doing more reactions tonight to all those picks. And I did mention earlier Yannick Ngakoue. Yannick Ngakoue did not get traded yesterday, and Dave Caldwell says that there really has not been many trade discussions. They didn't receive any calls about Yannick Ngakoue, so it's highly unlikely the Jaguars will be able to move him this draft. And it's unfortunate, but Yannick Ngakoue has dug himself into a huge hole. He's pretty much buried the Jaguars in every sense of the way, and I don't think, pride may hold him out from making $18 million this year just to play a year under the tag. So that's one thing we'll continue to monitor. Fournette could still be moved today. Maybe he gets moved, and maybe the Jaguars go for a Swift at with their second round pick, or wait till one falls to the third round. Anything's a possibility. The Jaguars, a lot could happen tonight. So, those are kind of my thoughts. I'll see you guys tonight, and I'll give some last shout outs. I've had a lot of new members join in the last 48 hours. So shout out to some of the people from the Cub level: Luke T, Charlie P, Keep It Cool Rob, Predator, and Charlie's family. It's Reese has joined the Big Cat level, and Rodney Terrell has joined the Pride of the UCF Jaguar. So appreciate all you guys. I'll be having content coming soon, I promise. Really, after this draft wraps up, some member-only content. So thank you guys all for supporting, and thank you guys all for watching my videos. So I will come at you guys tonight with more videos involving the Jaguars. Let's get it, guys.